Right now, dealership lots are overflowing with brand new SUVs that nobody wants, and the sales managers are absolutely desperate to get them off their books. But before you let a fast-talking salesman convince you that you are getting the deal of a lifetime, you need to hear the truth from a mechanic's perspective. Some of these heavy discounts are just bait. They are hiding the worst mechanical and financial traps on the market today. If you are living on a fixed income, or if you just want to protect your hard-earned retirement money, buying the wrong vehicle right now could cost you tens of thousands in depreciation and catastrophic repair bills. We are counting down 12 new SUVs that dealerships literally cannot give away. Number 12, the 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5S, featuring the 2.5-liter Skyactiv G naturally aspirated engine. Now, if you read the automotive magazines, they will tell you this is the ultimate reliable, sporty, compact SUV. They pitch it as the smart buyer's alternative to a Toyota RAV4, and for a long time, they were right. The older versions of this engine were solid, but there is a massive catch on these newer models that the marketing materials ignore, and that is cylinder deactivation. In an effort to squeeze out a tiny bit more fuel economy, the engineers added a system that shuts down cylinders while you are cruising on the highway. The mechanic truth? This technology has led to terrifying cracked cylinder head issues and oil leaks at the rocker control valve. The constant switching on and off creates uneven thermal expansion in the engine block. Over time, the metal just gives up. You will see oil pooling, or worse, experience a complete loss of engine compression. Plus, this vehicle platform is over a decade old, and buyers are completely bored of it. Because of this, dealerships are choking on a massive 137 days of supply. They have lots full of these things gathering dust. If you really want one, do not pay MSRP. You can easily demand thousands off because they are begging to clear lot space. But honestly, I would avoid the cylinder deactivation models entirely. Number 11, the 2025 Buick Envision Avenir, equipped with the 2.0-liter LSY turbo engine. General Motors markets this as a quiet-tuned, premium luxury SUV for mature drivers. They want you to think you are getting Cadillac comfort without paying the Cadillac price tag. It looks great in the showroom, but underneath the shiny paint, it is hiding a nightmare powertrain. In the shop, we see a constant stream of these coming in for transmission shift flares on the 9T50 9-speed automatic transmission. That is when the engine revs up high, but the transmission delays the shift between second and third gear. When it finally catches, it hits with a harsh, violent clunk that rattles your teeth. It is a massive internal failure waiting to happen. On the engine side, we see endless evap purge valve failures and vacuum pump leaks that will trigger a Christmas tree of warning lights on your dashboard. Financially, it is a disaster. The Envision is currently sitting at a bloated 104 to 119 days of supply. If you buy this brand new for $48,000, you need to expect it to hemorrhage about 45% of its value in the first 36 months. It is a depreciating rock. Number 10, the 2025 Volkswagen Taos SE, running the 1.5-liter EA211 EVO turbo engine. This was supposed to be the affordable, fuel-efficient German crossover for the masses. But the mechanical reality is grim. When you step on the gas from a dead stop, you get a terrifying amount of turbo lag, followed by a sudden surge of power. It makes pulling out into traffic feel completely unpredictable. Worse, this engine is mated to the DQ381 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. A dual-clutch transmission is designed for high-performance track cars, not inching forward in a grocery store parking lot. It is notoriously clunky, jerky, and prone to overheating in stop-and-go traffic. We also see early models suffering from weeping head gaskets right from the factory. And for some reason, the rear brake pads on these vehicles often grind down to bare metal before the car even hits 20,000 miles. The market has figured this out. Over 80% of 2025 Taos inventory is currently sitting unsold as leftovers. Dealerships are eating heavy floor plan interest costs every single month these sit, and they will slash prices just to stop the bleeding. Do not take the bait. Number 9. The 2025 Subaru Ascent Touring, powered by the 2.4-liter FA24 turbo engine. This is marketed as the loyal Subaru owner's natural upgrade. You had an Outback, now you have grandkids to haul around, so you buy the big 3-row Ascent. It seems logical until you look at the drivetrain. The Ascent is a heavy vehicle, and it puts massive, unrelenting strain on Subaru's TR690 high-torque, continuously variable transmission. Mechanics frequently see chain slip inside this CVT under heavy load. You will feel a violent shuddering when accelerating up a hill or trying to merge onto the highway. And here is the brutal truth about CVTs. When that transmission grenades, nobody is opening it up to replace a broken belt. You are replacing the entire unit. Out of warranty, that CVT replacement is a $7,500 to $8,500 repair bill waiting in the shadows. Subaru usually runs a very lean operation with low inventory, but the Ascent is piling up on dealer lots with over 101 days of supply. Buyers are avoiding it, and you should too. Number 8. The 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E Premium, specifically with the extended range battery. Ford made a massive gamble when they slapped the iconic Mustang badge on an electric crossover. They promised muscle car heritage combined with green energy savings, but the reality under the sheet metal is a totally different story. Aside from the well-documented software glitches, the Mach-E has a terrifying mechanical flaw that we are seeing over and over. It is the high-voltage battery junction box. When you accelerate hard to merge, or when you hook up to a fast charger, the main electrical contactors inside this box get incredibly hot. They get so hot that they literally melt and fuse together. When this happens, it instantly bricks the car right there on the highway. You lose all power, and a "Stop Safely Now" warning takes over the screen. It is incredibly dangerous. Financially, the electric vehicle market is in a nosedive right now, and the Mach-E is rotting on dealer lots. Ford dealers are backed up with massive inventory gluts. Because of this, depreciation is catastrophic. We are seeing buyers who are $15,000 to $20,000 underwater the very second they sign the paperwork. It is a financial sinkhole. Number 7. The 2025 Chevrolet Blazer EV-Rs, riding on GM's new Ultium platform. This was supposed to be GM's highly anticipated, aggressive-looking electric SUV that would revolutionize their lineup. Instead, it was released half-baked to the public. When these first rolled out, the software failures were so severe that GM actually had to issue literal stop sales. The vehicles were not legally allowed to be sold until fixes were applied, but the problems are still lingering. We see the 12-volt accessory systems draining themselves completely dry. When that 12-volt battery dies, the entire vehicle is bricked. You cannot even open the doors to get inside, let alone plug it in to charge. Even when they do run, the infotainment screens routinely go completely black, rendering the climate controls and navigation useless. Even with General Motors throwing massive manufacturer rebates on the hood, sometimes upwards of $7,500, over 26% of their inventory is totally stagnant. It is a depreciating anchor pulling down the dealership, and it will pull down your bank account too. Before we move on to the top half of this list, where the repair bills get truly offensive, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never get taken for a ride by a dealership again. Number 6. The 2025 Volkswagen ID4 Pro with the 82 kilowatt-hour battery. Volkswagen pushes this as their flagship electric family hauler. It is sleek, minimalist, and heavily subsidized to get you into the driver's seat. But from a mechanic's point of view, it is a rolling electrical nightmare. The infotainment system, which controls virtually everything in the cabin, is dangerously laggy. Sometimes it takes several seconds to register a touch, which means you have your eyes off the road just trying to turn on the defroster. But the mechanical failure that blows my mind is the door handles. A massive recall had to be issued because water easily gets into the electronic door handle mechanisms. When it shorts out, the doors can literally fly open while you are driving down the highway. The market has completely rejected this vehicle. A staggering 59% of 2025 ID.4s are currently sitting as unsold leftover inventory. Dealerships are begging people to take these off their hands. No matter how cheap they make the lease, you do not want to be the test dummy for a car with doors that open themselves. Number 5. The 2025 Alfa Romeo Stelvio T, equipped with the 2.0-liter turbocharged engine. This is the gorgeous Italian supermodel of the SUV world. People buy the Stelvio because they want to stand out from the sea of boring Lexuses and Hondas in the country club parking lot. I get it, it looks fantastic, but it will absolutely break your heart. The 2.0-liter engine relies on a highly complex electro-hydraulic variable valve actuation system called multi-air. Instead of a traditional camshaft opening the intake valves, it uses pressurized engine oil to actuate them. If you are even slightly late on an oil change, or if the oil gets contaminated, the multi-air brick fails. When that happens, the engine misfires violently, and the repair bill is astronomical. Add in constant electronic throttle control faults and phantom battery drains, and you have a vehicle that spends more time on my lift than in your garage. Financially, Alfa Romeo has one of the worst inventory gluts in the entire country, sitting at an insane 193 days of supply. If you buy this brand new for $55,000, it will barely be worth $25,000 3 years from now. It is a beautiful machine, but it is a terrible investment. Number 4. The 2025 Maserati Grecale GT, powered by the 2.0-liter turbocharged mild hybrid engine. This vehicle is the classic entry-level flex. Buyers want that prestigious Maserati Trident on their steering wheel to impress the neighbors, and they think getting it in a compact SUV package makes it practical. But under that Italian sheet metal, it is a ticking financial landmine. The powertrain pairs a highly stressed 2.0-liter turbo engine with a 48-volt electric booster system. In the shop, we see buggy infotainment software, squeaky high-dollar brakes, and hypersensitive wheel sensors that will throw the vehicle straight into limp home mode over minor electrical gremlins. But the real problem is parts availability. Getting even basic replacement parts, wiring harnesses, or electronic modules shipped from Italy can take months. If a sensor fails or you get into a minor parking lot scrape, your $90,000 luxury SUV could easily sit dead in the dealer service bay for a third of the year. The depreciation curve on this vehicle is basically a vertical drop. Many of these cross the $90,000 mark with options, and they are rotting on dealer lots across the country. You can expect to lose $40,000 in pure equity faster than you can schedule your second oil change. Number 3. The 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe, featuring the 2.0-liter turbo plug-in hybrid powertrain. Jeep markets this machine as the ultimate compromise. You get legendary off-road capability combined with roughly 25 miles of pure electric driving. It sounds like having your cake and eating it too, but the mechanical complexity under the body makes it one of the most headache-inducing SUVs on the road today. The 4xe system is notoriously fragile. The high-voltage battery coolant heaters fail with shocking frequency, throwing warning lights and disabling charging. Even worse is a built-in computer cycle called Fuel and Oil Refresh Mode, or FORM. If the vehicle senses even a trace amount of unburnt fuel or moisture in the engine oil, which happens constantly during short trips in cooler weather, it forces the gas engine to run continuously. That completely locks out the pure electric mode that you paid an extra $10,000 to get in the first place. Dealerships are practically drowning in these hybrids. A mind-blowing 70% of the Grand Cherokee 4xe inventory sitting on dealer lots are leftover models from the previous model year. Buyers are walking away, and dealers cannot move them even after slashing thousands off the window sticker. Number 2. The 2025 Jeep Grand Wagoneer Series 3, packing the 3.0-liter Hurricane twin-turbo inline-six engine. This is Jeep's six-figure answer to the Cadillac Escalade. It is massive, heavy, and packed to the brim with screens, massage seats, and soft leather. But when Jeep decided to drop their proven, reliable, naturally aspirated V8 engines and replace them with the twin-turbo Hurricane six-cylinder, they built an absolute mechanic's nightmare. This is a highly stressed, high-boost engine crammed into an incredibly tight engine bay. Because it relies exclusively on direct fuel injection, the intake valves have no fuel spraying over them to wash away carbon, leading to severe carbon buildup over time. Worse, if one of those twin turbochargers fails down the road, the repair is not a simple bolt-on job. You are looking at a massive, labor-intensive cab-off or engine-out repair that will cost thousands just in shop labor hours. Add in an ultra-complex electronic air suspension system that is prone to leaking air springs and compressor failure, and you have a recipe for financial ruin once the factory warranty expires. Jeep currently has an inventory supply that exceeds 128 days. When you buy one of these for $95,000 to $110,000, you are watching $30,000 to $40,000 of your hard-earned money evaporate the second your tires roll off that dealer lot. Number 1. The 2025 Dodge Hornet RT, running the 1.3-liter turbocharged plug-in hybrid powertrain. Dodge slapped aggressive muscle car styling on this little crossover and marketed it as a high-performance daily driver. But beneath the aggressive badges, it is literally a rebadged Alfa Romeo Tonale built in Naples, Italy. The powertrain is an overly complicated mess. It pairs a tiny 1.3-liter Firefly four-cylinder engine with an electric motor, an integrated starter generator, and a 6-speed automatic transmission. In the real world, it suffers from violent transmission shudders, sudden hybrid system shutdowns that kill power right while you are driving on the highway, and mysterious check engine lights that dealer technicians struggle to diagnose. This vehicle holds the undisputed crown as the ultimate lot rot king in America today. Over 82% of the inventory sitting on dealer lots are unsold leftovers from the previous model year. Dodge dealerships are sitting on a massive, catastrophic inventory backlog, and they literally cannot give these things away. Buying one of these, no matter how cheap the dealer claims the monthly payment is signing up for endless shop visits and non-existent resale value. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you been tempted by the massive discounts on any of these 12 SUVs, or have you owned one that left you stranded? Drop a comment below and share your experience with the rest of the community. And if you want to know which 3 used SUVs I actually recommend to my own family, vehicles with bulletproof engines that will easily pass 250,000 miles, click the video on your screen right now. Keep your money in your pocket, take care of your ride, and I will see you in the next one.